Okay folks, so I want to just take you through the evolution, if you like, of Oliver Clarke's swing, and this is back in 2012. You can see him there as a little 12-13 year old, and even at that stage he was demonstrating great qualities in the swing. You can see good angle collection here, good leverage being created, nice turn, and bear in mind he's a little lad, like all little lads, trying to hit it a long way, but from here great body action, so you can really see a powerful turn through and rotation, dragging those angles very late. And even at this stage in his swing he's displaying a slightly bent left arm, which is a trait of players who hit it that late, because the release happens and the low point of the arc happens quite late on and through. But even at that stage, for a little guy, he's hitting it a long way. I think the purpose of this video, I want to show how your evolution of your golf swing can be very much influenced by where you play your golf. And also another point I want to make is that it's a constant evolution. So whether it's Jason Day, Rory McIlroy, Jordan Spieth, they're still all working with their long time original coaches. But at the moment there, that swing there has got many very good qualities: good impact, good leverage, good rotation, good speed for a little guy hitting it a long way even at that early age. Okay, so now we've rolled forwards a kind of year and a half, and I'm not sure what they're feeding him, but he's certainly grown. I'd like some of that. But you can see the swing here, 2 or 3 things have changed. His grip's crept a little stronger. Bear in mind he's playing golf at a links golf course. The swing also at this part early in this January is getting a little steep. You can see the shaft's a little steeper and the face a bit more closed, so not quite enough rotation in the arms, and the grip, it will have an effect on that. Now with a strong face and playing in the wind, that can tend to lead you to slide a little bit more, because what you're almost trying to do with the golf club, if you can imagine it, is drag it. If this was the loft on the club, you're trying to get the feeling of dragging the club through the ball more to produce a lower, stronger trajectory. But that can lead to a little bit of slide with the knees, and you can see the left arm's kind of leading out here, and they're pretty typical positions if you've got a shut face and you're trying to keep it down. You might see that, so it's great for playing in the wind. But at this time Ollie was probably struggling when he played Parkland golf courses to actually land the ball soft, or if it was downwind and so on. So it was great for links golf, but not great for getting the best out of Parkland courses or softer courses abroad and so on. Shape of the swing isn't bad. Again, still the power qualities are there, the leverage and the drive, but the swing's got a little bit steep and shut, and then I say driving it a little bit. Great through impact, long extension, long arms, which is a good trait for any golfer to have. He's losing a bit of height, because if your left arm bends like Spieth or Westwood or whatever, you're not going to hit the floor unless you lose a little bit of height. So that's a kind of trait of that motion. Okay, so now we're fast forward another kind of year and a half, or to January 2016, grown a little bit more. So you can see a good posture, good address position, good decent grip. Club's now moving on better lines, so in terms of the plane of the swing and the takeaway, he's taking this away just backwards. Now a bit more forearm roll, hinging it up, so the club face, you can note, is in a better orientation. It's not as closed, more square. Gets the club in a lovely position at the top, nicely on plane, fairly neutral to strongish face again. Then again, great qualities coming down. See that shift, that drive, getting the weight shifting across into that front foot, dragging the club down on plane. Again, still got loads of leverage, so storing the angles coming in to that golf ball. So these angles here means you can hit that late, and if you're turning and rotating that at speed, that's multiplying the forces then into a good impact position where he compresses it. Again, still a little bit of lead out with the left arm, and still a little residue with the knee action here, which is something again he's currently refining, but now able to work the ball both ways and hit it high and low. So those qualities of that swing are really coming on, and that's a swing that isn't going to miss many fairways and greens and hit them with a lot of power. So now we're at the first part of this season, just a couple of weeks ago, and Ollie's just finished second in the prestigious Darwin Salver, and a very tough course down at Rye, and this is the swing, how the swing has evolved. And I mentioned to say it's a constant work in process for any of these players. It doesn't matter whether it's McIlroy or Day. You never own it. You're always kind of chasing it, but you're trying to keep it on blob and police it and refine what you're doing. So all these guys, if you look at their swings from 2 or 3 years ago to present day, if you know what you're looking for, you can certainly see an improvement. So again, now the playing qualities are great. Club's hinging up, club face is square again, great leverage, loading it into a decent position. We've reduced the hip turn a little bit in the backswing just to stop the club sometimes wandering across, overturning. Then that same shift and rotation back, and you'll notice the left arm's getting more in line because now he's able to hit that ball a little higher. He's not holding it off as long, and because the face is not as shut, he's achieving a much more stable impact position with less drop of height, which will get a little bit, as I say, as the pressure's moving down to compress the ball. And this is really in a great position. Then post impact, his left leg is popping back and straightening nicely. So again, that allows him to get a slightly less longer, shall we say, bottom to the arc, and the club will come up a little earlier. So his angle of attacks and approach and the release is a little earlier, which allows him to hit the ball a lot higher at will. So now he can switch between those patterns, enabling him to produce, as say, the trajectory he requires depending on the type of course he's playing at. So that's he's really developing into a great swing, and like many of the very promising young players I coach or lucky enough to coach, you know, I'd like to think all of them swing it nicely, and Ollie's one of them, kind of leading the way. And hopefully this year, playing for England and Lancashire and playing some of the international matches, we're going to see him fulfil his potential and press on further. I hope you found that video useful and helpful. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Also, give us a like on Facebook. If you'd like to get in touch with me or book a lesson, you can visit me at solidgolf.co.uk, and I look forward to helping you playing more solid golf.